What's going on, everybody? I'm Fearless, and if you know me at all, I absolutely love those orchestral bangers, and that's what we have here today. I got a lot of crazy stuff to show you guys, so let's just get right into it. Jumping right in here, we have the Grandeur piano, and this comes for free with a lot of the collections, so you may already have it if you have one of those. But anyways, it's just a nice grand piano, and it sounds really dope. So yeah, it's just 3 notes repeating one after another here, and then we're just going up an octave after every single bar just to keep it flowing and moving along. Originally, I was going to have that piano pair with the strings and the violins, but it ended up taking up too much of the melody, and I wanted those to have their own shine. So what I did is I brought some voices, some Vox on them from Arcade. Absolutely love Arcade, and this Distant Voices here has those really nice eerie voices that sound really cool in the mix. And usually when I'm doing these Arcade vocals, I'll try out a couple different presets and see which one ends up coming out the best. But both of these ended up being so fire that I decided just to mix them together. And I didn't put any special effects on this. I just played with these preset ones, and you can always get them to sound so amazing if you just tweak these to your liking. Moving right along to the strings, I got the Spitfire Symphonic strings using the Ensembles preset and the Spiccato articulation. This plugin's a little on the expensive side, so I'm going to show you guys a cheaper alternative that pretty much has every kind of orchestral sound you'll ever need in just a little bit. So this is really only using 2 notes at a time. We got A and F, and then we're switching that down to an E following after that. And then, of course, we have some more bass notes to give it more of those underlying tones as well. The cool thing about this pattern right here is that if I pull up these velocities right here, you can see we're starting up high, going all the way down, back up midway, and then back up again. And we're kind of repeating that over and over again. And it gives it that cool vibe that you were hearing. It makes it feel like it's moving in the mix. We're also using some violins from the symphonic strings as well. This is just a single articulation. So we're layering that with another violin. And this is Philharmonic 2 by Miroslav. This is the more affordable plugin I was talking about. We're going to be using this violin's multi-sound. But as you can see, there's all kinds of different instruments here. Last instrument we have is the trombone. It's the trombone multi from Philharmonic 2 again. And we had to have some of those lower notes to kind of play with everything else. I wanted to make the intro of this beat super epic, so I found these orchestral drums right here, and they just sound like war drums. And then we also have this crazy alarm sound. I found this hard bass sound on Analog Labs. It's called like bro or something like that, but it is a crazy bass sound, and I thought it would fit so perfectly with everything that we have going here. And I'm using the Detroit Snare 9 right here from our newest kit. This has like everything you need to make Detroit sounds, but it also has sounds that can be used in like every beat as well. And I use this Diamond Wave Unchained drum kit for quite a few of the sounds in this kit. I'm using the Joe counter snare for the first one here. And as you can see, we're going absolutely crazy with these velocities. And I'm pretty much just like starting high and then we're going down, going back up, going down again, and just playing with them to get a rhythm through the whole thing. I got the second hi-hat from the Bazooka drum kit by Fivio right here, and that is the save up hi-hat. I have a second snare in here, and this one is also from the Detroit Sounds of the Era drum kit, and it's the first one right here. We also have a crash here hitting at the beginning of the loop, and this is the first crash from the Detroit kit as well. And we had to add in some effects. So this is the classic shot FX right here from that Diamond Wave kit we talked about earlier. And what I did here is I actually took it and I duplicated it a couple times, and then I turned down the volume a little bit each time, almost to make the delay sound. And then I also reversed the sound right here, and I kind of chopped it right before, as you can see, I chopped it right before that so it didn't have that sound playing. We're also using the Samurai FX from that Diamond Wave kit again. And we're using the Hawk sound as well. Now you can see that I'm also chopping up this crash sound and making it hit a few times. That's kind of playing with the arrangement, and we'll talk about that a little more in the arrangement of the beat. But let's just take a listen to everything here. For the 808, I'm using this anonymous 808 right here. And I wanted to make that one a little more chill because I knew I was going to make a second pattern where I kind of ramped up the craziness. And if you guys want to see me go into detail on how to make your drill 808s like sound really good and get the perfect glides, kind of like I'm doing in here, you can watch this video that I'm pinning at the top of the screen right now. I did a whole video on drill 808 glides, and it goes crazy. Lastly, we got our kick, and we're using the dirt kick right here. I absolutely love this kick. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the sounds. Let's talk about this arrangement a little bit. All right, so we got everything playing on our intro, obviously. Want to make it sound epic with those FX and everything. All right, so let's stop for just a second. You can see I took some of the instruments out right away. I took out the trumpets. I didn't think they were needed. I kind of wanted to thin out the melody because the drums are going to go absolutely crazy here. So we also took out all of these crazy effects and things that I put in here to make it sound more epic. And then you'll notice right off the bat, we don't have the kick coming in because I want the kick to come in and be like, oh shit, that's a surprise, where are we at? It almost gives it a better feeling for the introduction of the beat. So all we have come in is we have the 808 playing, and we have the different hi-hats playing here as well. After that, you can see the whole beat pauses for a little bit, at least with the drums, before the kick gets introduced and the 808, and then everything comes back in after. And you'll also notice I adjusted the position of this crash right here for when the kick is actually introduced instead of bringing it in right away. Moving right along. So you can see we kind of have just the kick and the 808 playing before the next part of it comes in, right? And I also took out the melodies. And the reason I took out the melodies too is I wanted it to lead up to a change in the beat, right? Because now we're completely switching up the sample and we're bringing in those pianos. So it's a giant switch up. So to do that, to make it seem like there was something coming up, I just left the kick and 808 in there, and it did an amazing job. We got our different 808 pattern here. Kicks, I just moved them around a little bit. And then we have the 4 crashes coming in at the end of this drop right here, which is signaling that something else is about to come up and change. And you can see we're dropping out all the drums yet again, and then we're introducing the vocals to the melody. So you can see the samples changing up a lot, and there's like little indications that things are changing up, right? And there you guys have it. Let us know in the comments below if you like this style of tutorial. We did things a little different today, as you may know if you're part of the community. And if you're not, I want to invite you to go ahead and click that subscribe button, because we upload videos like this every single week in Ableton to help you get better at your craft and make better beats. And besides that, guys, we'll be catching you again in the next one. Peace out.